In Augusta, Georgia, less than 5 miles from what the locals call the National, is a course named Augusta Municipal, more commonly known as the Patch.
Play every day, 7 days a week.
Do you know how the patch got its name?
I really don't.
Maybe it was a pasture?
Years ago, the course was not in very good shape, and it just kind of got the nickname, the Patch.
You had to find a patch of grass somewhere to play your balls.
There was a guy that owned the golf course, Red Douglas. He grew cabbages behind the pro shop. That's where it came from, being called the Cabbage Patch.
The Patch opened in 1928. And although golf was plentiful back then, the course was still located in the segregated South. Even into the 1960s, along with every other course in the area, the Patch was not open to African Americans. For that reason, local civil rights activist and lawyer John Ruffin assembled 4 men to integrate the Patch.
The Patch had a great membership, but it was all white. You never sit down and have somebody spit down your neck. But that happened to us.
In May of 1964, Clois Herndon, John Elam, Raymond Jenkins, and Dr. Maurice Thompson became the first African Americans to play golf at the Patch.
In the parking lot, when we got out, we could see, the expression on people's face, and there was a group coming down, number 9, yelled back to another group, things ain't like they used to be. The blackbirds are here.
It was a crowd of about 20, 25 people out there. When I got up to hit, I just wanted to hit the ball straight.
We had a mission and we went on it.
In the months after, many other African Americans also began playing at the Patch,
Good hit.
including its most famous regular, a man who grew up caddying at nearby Augusta Country Club and Augusta National.
Jim Dent grew up in inner city Augusta, was primarily a football player, got a college scholarship to play football. But he grew up as a caddy also, so therefore golf was a big part of who he was.
He caddied for one of the greatest women golfers ever played at the time. Patty Bird. And he caddied for Bob Goby. He always really wanted to play golf.
Now I watched Ben Hogan, and he took the ball so beautiful, and he hooked it and he faded in the fairway, and man, that was fascination. You see stuff like that, you wonder how they did it. So I started caddying, and then you learn how to play golf. When you learn it, can't nobody take it away from you.
That one's over 300, and not nearly as long as he can knock it, I know.
Jim Dent is the precursor to a lot of the long-hitting golfers of the day.
That is dead flat perfect.
It has a different sound sometimes. If I was walking outside the rope, as soon as he hit, you hear everybody, oh!
My, it's high and long.
In 1969, Dent won the UGA National Open.
To win that, it was an honor. See, Charlie Sipperwood, he won about 5 or 6 times. All the guys, Lee Elton, you name it. That was the tournament.
Here's the man that all the golfers know they have to beat. This is Jim Dent.
In 1974, Dent won $48,000, which gave him full status on the PGA Tour and let him become peers with the players he used to caddy for.
Oh, that's way out there.
Unfortunately, like many hurdles African Americans faced, talent wasn't enough to help him fit in on the tour. And Dent faced his fair share of racism throughout his career.
Somebody gonna say something negative out of the way. Don't let that get to your head.
He was such a huge guy. He was a big, intimidating guy back then, so, they didn't really come up and say it. They would just do little things to try and mess him up, make noises, stuff like that when he's about to hit, and do stuff, move around when he's about to hit, take off when it's his turn to putt.
Well done for Jim Dent.
He made it to the senior tour. How many times he went? Something like 12 times.
When he was on the Tour of Champions Tour, he always made it a point to go to the black golf course in that city. Golf, I think that's the thing that saved him.
Despite not always being welcome wherever he went, in his hometown, the patch remained a refuge for Dent and all minorities.
If you go to the patch, the roadway leading into the grounds is Jim Dent Way.
My nephew's here, my dad's here all the time. I grew up coming out here. You know, it was just a natural fit.
I just really want to thank my dad for really putting this game in my life. He's been through so much, and I can only imagine. And for him to achieve what he did,
there you go.
That was almost impossible.
In golf, happiness isn't found in the dirt or on a scorecard. It emerges through a collective spirit of support. Strengthened by those who came before, and because of them, everyone in Augusta is better for it.
I keep asking myself, if we hadn't gotten the patch, where would these guys play now?
If it weren't for the patch, a lot of us wouldn't be playing.